Edpuzzle first. In Google, simply type Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle sign up. Okay, sign up Edpuzzle. I already have an account, so it is showing like this. If first time if you are opening Edpuzzle, it will ask you your class, your school name, not college name, school name it will ask. If your school name or college name is there, then you can directly sign up with the Edpuzzle. Otherwise, you can do one thing. You can mention my class, my school name is not there. Option will be there in the Edpuzzle. Then you can access the Edpuzzle account using your Gmail. Okay. After opening the Edpuzzle, the thing is, the window will be like this. Here content section is there, gradebook is there, my classes section is there, my classes. Here you can create the class or simply click on, by clicking add new class, you can create your class, or simply clicking on create a new class from Google Classroom. Yes, simply in Google Classroom, you can add your students. Here from this option, you can access that Google Classroom here. Okay. All the remaining classes are there in the Edpuzzle already. Okay. So I'm adding FDP2 and final year ECE. Import classes. Just import your classroom, Google Classroom here. Students, only one student is there. No due date, no assignments. Assignments also not there. Okay. Now content. Content. You have to add your content here. My content already there. These contents already there. Okay. Now I'll tell you how to prepare the interactive videos using Edpuzzle. I'll show you one example. In LMS Bodhi, I'll show you one example. This is LMS Bodhi Tree. This is also a learning management system. It is maintained by IIT Bombay. Okay, you can use this LMS platform, but only some features you can access in LMS Bodhi Tree. Okay, if you want the full access of the LMS Bodhi Tree, you have to take permission from your college management. Okay, here I'll show you one interactive video. These you can do with the Edpuzzle and you can link up with your Google Classroom. It's taking some time. Meanwhile, I'll open Edpuzzle. Okay. Now, first video is there, flipped classes. Interactive video means how to. See, video is going on, but quiz came in between the video. If you answer this question, then only you can continue with your video. Otherwise, you cannot continue with that video. Okay. cannot skip. They can see whether the student completely watched the video or not. Okay, this option, this is an interactive video. That means in between the video, we can post our questions. If the student answers the question, then only he can proceed with the video. Okay, already submitted. So, okay, like this, you can create the video using Edpuzzle. Okay, already my video is uploaded. Now I'll show you how to post the questions. You can use your own videos, or you can take the videos from YouTube, or you can use already existed Edpuzzle videos. Okay. Now I'm assigning. Okay. At this point, I'm assigning, or otherwise you can drag some point. At 36 seconds, I'm assigning quiz. Assign to class. Sorry. I'll show you once again. Edit. This was already posted video, so edit. Here also, you cut the video, the facility is there. Voice over. You can do voice over. Questions. Voice over option is there. That means already recorded video. You don't want that audio, then you can record again. Start recording. Using start recording button. Recording. This is OBS Studio. Here two windows are there. One is scene window, another one is sources window. Here your mic is fluctuating. That means your mic is working properly. Here settings options are there. Stop record. That means voice over. Voice over. Already existing YouTube videos, you can replace the audio with the existing audio. And you can post in your classroom. That thing is possible in Edpuzzle. Voice over option is there. Cut option is also there. In OpenShot, we use the razor option like that. Here also razor option will be there. Now I'll voice over. See, you can see the voice transition. Voice transition is there. Here is this point. At this point, yellow line. That means for 22 seconds, my voice was recorded. Okay. Now questions. Multiple choice questions. You can give OBS is a video editing software. Type your choice, true or false. OBS is a video creating software, not editing software. So it is false. Click on. This is the right answer. Okay, save. Okay. Cut option. See here, wherever I am posting the question, voiceover is in between 0 to 22 seconds. At 22 seconds, I posted a question. All these things, show you again the LMS. See, here the video is there. Here you can observe flipped classes, the introduction, then motivation. Quiz is posted at 1 minute 24 seconds. Then motivation quiz again posted at 4 minutes 21 seconds. Quiz posted at 5 minutes 8 seconds. That also here we can manage this also. Okay, cut option here also, razor tool you can use and you can cut the video. Okay, questions. Students cannot skip. Okay, finish. Here options will be there. Assign. To whom you want to assign this demo class. Assign. Okay. The students will see this video. Prevent skipping. They cannot skip also. Students version I will show you. They cannot skip the video. If I want to skip, no, I cannot. Locked. It is showing locked. If I am skipping, locked. So students cannot skip. Okay. This is about the interactive video created by Edpuzzle. Okay, you can post in your classroom. Now I'll show one more thing. One video I posted. I gave some quizzes in between the video. I posted some questions. Here see how many students attempted. 0%. Video watching time. It is showing watching time. Never attempted. Not turned in. Here 70% video that a particular student watched. 10% video that particular student watched. Okay, 100% video watched by the student. Now I can give the marks accordingly. If the student watched the 100% video, then only I'll assign the marks. If the student is attempting 70% video, accessing 70% video, then I'll give according to that only. Okay, 0%, then according to that only I'll give the marks. This is about the Edpuzzle. Okay, you can create your interactive video using Edpuzzle. You can post in your classroom. It will be shown in your classroom. I'll show you in classwork section. Edpuzzle software installation. 4 handed in. 4 students submitted this assignment. For 45 members, I assigned the assignment, but 4 members only attempted. 9% mark. Okay, somebody personally they posted the video. That's why 9 members I gave marks. 4 persons attempted in Google Classroom itself. Okay, it is showing 4 handed in, 9 mark, 45 assigned. This is the class information. You can see. Okay, this video from the Google Classroom itself, they can access this video. This is about the Google Classroom and interactive video by using Edpuzzle. Okay, up to this, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Creating Google Classroom. You can post it in your chat box. You can post in your chat box. if you have any doubts. Is it okay? Shall I continue?
One minute, madam. A person.
Many more things are there, new things.
Bhaskar Rao. Hello, Bhaskar Rao. They are raising hand, but
Sir,
not
I'm not getting you. Omid sir.
yeah, madam. They are raising hand, but not asking.
Okay. Here, ma'am, Google is only required, or we can go with Yahoo Outlook. Google only, sir. In Google Classroom, you can go with your official mail IDs like .ac.in, .edu.in. But students also should contain that. Then only they can access. Otherwise, they cannot access your Google Classroom. Gmail account should be there. Any other thing?
From the participant side, if you are having any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll continue the section.
I'll tell you about Canvas. One more LMS is there. That I'll tell you.
Is there any file size for uploading the video file, madam?
Here you can file size is not limited. There is no restriction about the file size, sir.
Yes,
you can upload, but it depends on the uploading speed. It's always better to reduce your file and
yes.
You can do it.
Yes, madam. Okay. So still, what is the maximum number of students to be assigned in a class, madam?
Possible, sir. Everybody can, if the class strength generally 60 members or 75 students maximum. Okay. 75 members we can give but the grading is difficult. If you are taking more students in the classroom, then grading and marks assignment, giving marks, it is difficult, sir. So make it as 75.
Means I'm having a small doubt, madam. Suppose if a teacher is teaching a subject for 2 sections, each section consisting of 60 students. So total there will be 120 plus students, madam.
Sir, here also create class itself, it is asking about the section. Okay. So each same work they can reuse. Here, reuse post. That means 2 times you can use the same post 2 times in that both the class. No need to upload again. Same thing you can reuse. But it is always better if you are handling 2 sections or 3 sections, better to create the classroom separately, section wise. Okay. You can reuse the post. Okay. Same classwork will be shared. Okay. So we have to evaluate for each and every section, but the assignment or anything, we can post it for 2 sections. 2 sections at a time. Reuse post. This option is useful, sir. Using reuse post, you can reuse it. Okay. Okay, madam. So from participant side, if you are having any doubts, you can ask, or otherwise we'll continue the section. Okay, madam. No doubts. No doubts. I will continue, sir. Continue. Okay. This is about LMS Bodhitri. You can access this here. 2-3 FDPs are there based on the same topic. Online teaching a hands-on workshop is going on in LMS. If you want to join, you can join. Very useful, but not live session. It is completely a flipped classroom. Flipped classroom means they post videos. After watching the videos, you have to attempt the quizzes. then only they'll give the certificate. It is not a direct session. Okay. Now I'll show you Canvas. Canvas also a open source. This is just like Google Classroom. This is also just like Google Classroom. You can access your by using your Gmail account. You can access Canvas, or otherwise, if you have other mail IDs, then you can take from there. Okay. Here, account. I'll show you. Sign up is simple in Canvas. You just sign up using your Gmail. This is the Canvas. Okay. You can create your own by clicking on sign up, or you can use Facebook, Gmail, whatever. Gmail is always suitable because some contents you can access from the Google Classroom. That is benefit of using Gmail. Okay. By clicking on this Gmail, it will ask the permission. It will send a mail to your email to confirm. After confirmation, you can log in. This is just like Google Classroom. Notifications, profile, files, settings, e-portfolios, QR for mobile login is also available in Canvas. QR code for mobile login also available here in the Canvas section. Dashboard, courses. Here also you can create your own courses. Calendar is for timelines. Inbox. One more thing, one more special feature in Canvas is you can conduct Canvas conferences just like Google Meet. In Google Classroom also you can conduct Google Meets. Now we are using Zoom. Just like that, you can use Canvas also. In Canvas also, you can upload your courses, all courses, already uploaded course. Browse more courses or add course. Here click on add course, course name, content license, copyrighted. That means if you are using YouTube videos, others videos if you are using, then content license, they are asking for that. If you are using the Google Classroom, they are not asking about that. Directly you can upload YouTube videos. Okay. Course name, create course. You can create the course. After creating course, you can upload your material one by one. Okay. In dashboard, you can see the just like stream dashboard. In dashboard, you can see all the information about the classroom notifications section. That means just like stream in the Google Classroom. Okay. Calendar, the deadlines, when the student submitted the assignment, those things also we can see from here. Okay. Inbox, all courses contents you can see from here. Any new mails, all things you can access from the Canvas. Okay. Google Classroom demonstrated Canvas, also LMS. I have shown that window. LMS Bodhi also I've shown. Online Moodle. Many of the faculty members are using online Moodle Cloud. There also you can post your material. Online Moodle Cloud is an open source. You can use OpenEDX LMS, Chameleon LMS. These are also open sources. Edmodo, Piazza, all these are open sources. You can access all these using your email ID, or otherwise you can sign up with your personal mail ID also. But Google Classroom with the Gmail account or .ac.in. My institutional mail ID is .srivasavi.ac.in. srivasavi.engg.ac.in. That means I can invite the students if I am using the Google Classroom. Then I can invite only .ac.in people only in the classroom. Okay, if I am having Gmail account, then Gmail fellows I can invite. Okay, that is about the LMS. Okay, Edmodo, Piazza, all these are different LMSs. Now, softwares for conduct of online classes. Here the different softwares are there. GoToMeeting, GoToWebinars, Zoom Cloud Meetings, Cisco WebEx Meetings, Uber Conference, WebEx Teams, Skype Meet Now, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams. All these are having free versions along with the paid versions. Free versions, some restrictions are there. That means you can allow only 50 students. In GoToMeeting, 250 students you can, 250 participants you can allow. But the problem with the GoToMeeting is 14 days trial. Trial version is available. 14 days trial you can use. Then if you want to access further, then you have to pay in GoToMeeting. That is a problem in GoToMeeting. Zoom Cloud Meeting also restriction is there. 100 participants only you can include in this Zoom Cloud Meeting. Cisco WebEx Meeting. The problem with the Cisco WebEx Meeting is 50 minutes time duration. If the meeting is less than 50 minutes, then you can access Cisco WebEx Meeting. You can create. It's also open source. Anybody can create a meeting up to 50 minutes in Cisco WebEx Meetings. Some restrictions are there. All are their own restrictions. Okay, Google Meet you can access, but the problem is with the Google Meet is if you want to use the hand raise option, then some add-ons. You have to install some add-ons to use Google Meet completely. That is the problem with Google Meet. Otherwise, Google Meet is okay because Google Meet is free online software for conduct online classes. Then Microsoft Teams also providing this. Canvas. Along with this, Canvas meetings also you can create. This is about the software. Demonstration for all the softwares I mentioned in this PPT. For all the softwares, demonstration I'll share with your program coordinator. He'll share you. Okay, demonstration of all these things. Okay, these are the different software. Digital learning platforms. These are for students as well as for faculty members. Self-paced learning. For self-paced learning, you can use these platforms: Swayam, EDX, Coursera, Udemy. Some are free courses. Some you have to pay to attend, to register for the registration, certificate registration. All are free, but if you want a certification, then only you have to pay in these digital learning platforms. All are for self-paced learning. No live streaming. All are flipped classes. Okay. This is about the digital learning platforms. How to access? I'll send you the video links for each and every software I mentioned here. I'll send you the video link. Okay. Now, tips to grab the attention of the student during an online lecture. Up to this, we discussed about the flipped classes. Now come to the online lecture. Online lecture, generally, if the students are there in the classroom, then also physically they won't present. They'll think something. Okay, some students, not all, some students. Now the scenario is completely changed. Now the students are sitting in their comfortable zones. According to their comfortability, they are attending the online classes. To grab the attention, please prepare the classroom like this. This is, in my opinion, you have to create the classroom. 50 minutes class span like this. Pre-quiz, that means Mille. You can follow Mille. That means most interesting learning experience of yesterday. Mille rule, we can say. On that, you can prepare a quiz for 5 minutes. That means after entering into the classroom, just post a link. Yesterday, sir explained about that Google link, Google form. Prepare a quiz on that Google form and post it on in the Google Classroom or wherever you feel comfortable. In WhatsApp group, you post that link. Timify. Using Timify, you set the limit. Only 5 minutes are there to attempt the quiz. Pre-quiz. After this 5 minutes, you prepare a lecture for 15 to 20 minutes. This is an online lecture, not about the flipped classroom I am telling you. This is an online lecture. Plan 15 to 20 minutes lecture. Then one single activity. You post something, different roll numbers, you assign some activity and post it on your wall, a chat box. You prepare one activity. Then question and answer session. Again, after activity, you can plan 15 to 20 minutes lecture again. After question and answer session, 5 to 10 minutes, randomly pick some students and ask question and answer session. You can plan for 5 to 10 minutes. After that, post quiz. Using Google form, you can post a quiz and you can ask the students to attempt the quiz. Okay, this is my plan to go for an